Hi there! Welcome to LKCMedicine's Novena campus.
So we're actually standing right here in the foyer of the Clinical Sciences building of NTU LKCMedicine's Novena campus, which is at the center of Health City Novena. And we're the only undergraduate medical school that has such a central campus, literally connected to everywhere.
Yeah, that's so great. We're even connected to our key healthcare institutions as well.
And Tang Ming, did you know that the historical HQ building over here was built in 1924 in a Palladian style, and we used to host senior medical students from Singapore's oldest medical school. It also used to be a nurses' hostel, and apparently they had very amazing parties.
I'm sure they must have. Well, how about over here? This is where we have our lessons at the Clinical Sciences building, or we just call it the CSB for short. Come on, let's go take a look.
Let me now show you our auditorium in CSB. This auditorium has been named after the estate of Irene Tan Liang King, who presented a $11 million gift to the school in 2018. And to honour this generous gift, we now call our auditorium the Ong Tiong Tat and Irene Tan Liang King Auditorium.
Why don't we take a look inside? Okay, so we don't actually have physical lectures in our curriculum, but on special occasions, we get to come here and hear from distinguished lecturers and researchers speak on their fields of expertise right here. We even get to attend international conferences together with 500 or more delegates. But let me show you what's really special about this place. This caters to not only left-handed, but right-handed individuals as well. Left and right.
To train us to be future doctors, the school has designed special facilities that mimic clinical settings. Here on level 5, the facility that I'm about to show you, along with one on level 6, forms what we call the Center for Clinical Simulation. This comprises of the Practical Skills Lab, the Simulated Ward, and the Communication Suite.
All of these teaching areas are linked together by this staircase. Just like how at the end of the day, the different clinical skills that we have to learn are all interconnected.
The Practical Skills Lab is where we practice our skills in a simulated clinical setting. So some of the skills we learn over here include learning how to draw blood and the technique of stitching and dressing wounds.
But that's not all. Let me show you our simulated ward.
Don't be fooled, this isn't a real hospital ward.
This is our simulated ward. We can convert it into any kind of clinical setting we like. For example, a general ward, or we can even make it into an ICU.
Being a doctor is not just about having scientific knowledge. We also require patient soft skills to be able to communicate with our patients effectively. So this is where our communication suite comes in. We have several such consultation and debrief rooms where we can hone our doctor-patient interaction skills.
And we can even watch our teammates' performance on these live screens here. As medical students, we have to learn all about the human body. Here, in the Anatomy Learning Center, this is where we study and dissect human anatomy. Look at this anatomage table, which is what we use to visualize the human body in 3 dimensions. It's a full-scale, life-size, high-definition specimen. Look at the muscles and the details on the skeleton over there.
Our Anatomy Learning Center also has ultrasound machines, histology slides, and plastinated human cadavers that can be used to study intricate human structures. And fun fact, we've also started producing our very own 3D printed models with the help of our anatomy lecturer as well as our students and NTU Center for 3D Printing. Isn't that great, Tang Ming?
That's amazing. Here's something else that's really cool. This is our Anatomy Resource Center. Look at all the pathological specimens that you can see on the shelves. This is what we use to study about human organs and their diseases. These are all donated by our sister school, Imperial College London. Just look at all these.
We're now at the Learning Studio of LKC Medicine. Look at this bespoke built space. We can fit 250 students over here, 5 to 7 students per table, and at every table, you get to speak into the mic or flash your presentations on any of the screens. Perfect for team-based learning, which is a hallmark at LKC Medicine. Team-based learning also allows you to interact with your peers and educators at every opportunity, making learning fun and enjoyable.
What's more, our learning materials are uploaded onto this iPad here, where we can access it at any time and any place.
here on level 8, we have all kinds of recreational spaces for our students. Over there is our gym. This is the dance space where my friends are currently having an intense match of table tennis. And this is the multi-purpose hall. It's not only where we have our exams, but it's also where we play sports and where we host our annual concert.
Level 8 is also where we have our house rooms located. In LKC Medicine, we have a house tutor system that is put in place for individual students to be assigned to house tutors for better mentorship and guidance.
Our houses are named after 5 individuals who have each left their mark on science and medicine. At the start of our school journey, each one of us is assigned to one of these 5 houses.
This is the Marie Curie house room. So if you're in the Marie Curie house, you will remain in the same house for your next 5 years at LKC Medicine.
And that's what I like so much about studying here, because at the end of the day, there's always somewhere where you can take a break, and there's always someone who you can talk to.
And next, I'm going to show you our student lounge and our music room where we showcase our hidden talents. Hey guys! Tang Ming, do you know that LKC Medicine is becoming known increasingly over the world for our groundbreaking research produced by not just our distinguished scientists but also our upcoming junior faculty? Levels 10 upwards on this building are actually home to one of the world's best research labs and centres, all focused on helping mankind.
Yeah, and the Brain Bank Singapore was launched here in LKC too. The research centre serves as a national resource, collecting post-mortem brain and spinal cord tissues to be used in all kinds of research purposes.
The population and community health laboratories consist of research centres and laboratories. These research centres and labs are dedicated to solving grand challenges faced in population and community health.
For instance, the SG100K cohort study called Helios is currently being conducted here. Its mission is to map out the health profile of 100,000 Singaporeans, and it aims to identify the genetic, environmental, and lifestyle factors that contribute to chronic diseases in Singapore, such as diabetes.
Did you know that this comprehensive study is being backed by a $22 million grant because the belief is that all data and knowledge acquired will lead to better disease detection and prevention in the near future?
Wow, that's really powerful stuff. What an amazing view. We've reached the top of the school building, the 20th floor, which houses our medical library. This is where students gather to study and revise for each day's lessons, all the while surrounded by a 360-degree panoramic view of the Singapore skyline.
We get to see the planes landing, and at night, the flickering lights that make Singapore look so breathtaking and mesmerizing. Or better still, if we manage to catch the fireworks display during the National Day celebrations.
Well, we've come to the end of the virtual tour, but of course, you're more than welcome to join us in person. And
we hope to see you soon.